air, water, earth, fire. Long ago, the four maps lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the scripters were at the top of the leaderboards. Only the Avatar, master of all four maps, could stop them, but when the world needed her most, she vanished. 100 weeks passed, and YouTube discovered the new Avatar, a firebender named Frenchmanilla. And although her instaplonking skills are great, she has a lot to learn before she's ready to 5K. But I believe Frenchmanilla can save the leaderboards. Yo, what's good everybody? It's your girl Frenchmanilla here, and today I'm back with episode 2 of the Avatar the Last Instaplonker series, Water. So we're going to be playing on a magnificent water world, and without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Alright, we're on some sort of like green boat coverage in a kind of like swampy water, maybe like greenish brown water. What are the trees saying here? I don't see any like things that I recognize, you know, like no road, no poles, no people really. There is another boat in the back, and there's like a little bit of maybe a rip in the sky, or is that just a cloud? Like a little bit of a cloud. And we have this like streamline here. I honestly have no clue. I've never seen this coverage before, and maybe it's like official coverage and does not appear that often. I feel like I'm going to be super off at the start, but for some reason I'm going to go like Missouri. Where's Missouri? Like here. Like I'm going to go near like Osage Beach. I'll actually guess in the water, I guess. I don't know if you can like have a boat here, but yeah, that was my first thought. Okay. So we could have been closer. We were in Romania, all the way on the Black Sea, and we got 28 points there, so not 0, which we'll take. Okay, second location. So we have a bunch of flags on the boat, but this could be like not Indonesia flag. This could be like, you know, like some sort of like maritime flag or something, like indicating like maybe where the boat was made. There are a lot of rips in this coverage, which I don't know how like official it is, but there's like one right here, and you can see kind of throughout a couple. We see sun shining through the clouds at the top. I feel like this rip almost makes me want to go like Albania for some reason. Like kind of, I guess, like in the water, right? Like, because we're on a boat, but we are between a bunch of like mountains and land. I just don't think, yeah, there's some sort of like white building in the back. Is that ever like a church or something? And like a little city there. I'm gonna go Albania, even though I know like, you know, flags are saying like something with maritime or Indonesia, but I just truly don't believe that it's Indonesia, so I'm gonna go here. Okay, so here's the thing. Maybe I should have believed that it was just the Indonesia flag and it was simple as that. We were in Lake Toba. Okay, in Indonesia, in North Sumatra. So, good to know. We have another boat coverage. We have a little bit of like a white corner here, and a little bit of a white corner on the left with like a little bit of orange peeking out and a blur. This is very interesting. I can see the rocks under the water, so that means the water is like clear enough and not like polluted enough that we can see that. We have like white, like rocky walls kind of surrounding the water. We have trees with like branches, but they're kind of like barren. It feels a little like wintry maybe. I don't know where this is. I feel like I've never seen this coverage before, and I don't know how official it is. For some reason I want to go like Greece. Like I don't know if that's like a horrible shout, but we'll see where we are. Okay, it was pretty horrible of a shout. We were in New Zealand, and we were near the Waikato River. Okay. Ooh, okay. Maybe this one's more gettable. We have some sort of mountain with snow on it. A lot of like dark green, like hills around us, kind of like a black, gravelly, sandy beach. This is very, very like dark soil. Huh. Is it ever making me think like, what is that little boat there? Iceland? Because like volcanoes and stuff, right? And water and dark soil. I feel like that exists a lot in Iceland. I'm gonna go near Vic and we'll see where we are. Okay. So we were not close. We were in the Kuruli Lake in Russia. So we could have been closer there. Okay, is this a boat we had already? We had this like green tarp thing, right? Do I remember where it is though? I think this is like the same river or whatever we were on from a previous round, but not like the same exact location, but the green tarp is familiar. So where was that? There was a location in like this lake in New Zealand, but was that ever it? There was a New Zealand location I remember. There was a Romania location. Is this ever the one that's off the coast of Romania? Loki, I think that might be it, so I'm gonna go there. Okay, perfect. We got 4.8. We got the right country. We were in this waterway here, and I got it because I think it was like not an exact repeat location, but it was a repeat like of the green tarp on the top of the boat. So I did remember that. But we got 4.8, which is pretty good. All right, we got 4.9 for our first try. Let's keep going and see if we can practice more of our water skills. Okay, this is new. I don't know what this thing is like spraying. There's a lot of like little like moss grass things just like floating in the water. Maybe it's like some sort of plant. I don't know. We have a little bit of like a wooden thing in the back of the boat. Kind of a lot of dark green, like, you know, mountains in the back. I honestly don't know where we are. If I had to guess, I'd go like, ooh, who has a lot of mountains and like water? Maybe I want to go in Brazil ever, but I should go somewhere that has water. Maybe like, I'll go in this river here. Okay, we were nowhere near. We got 0 points. We were in Cambodia in the Tonle Sap River. Okay. All right, this is a new boat. We have some birds, love birds, hello birds. We have this rocky like thing over here with cacti, which is interesting. I wasn't expecting to see cacti. A blue and red boat with like a little motor thing in the back. Huh, and some like birds or ducks in the water, and we see these like mountains in the back, cacti and waterway. What am I thinking there? So probably like South America, maybe somewhere? Is there ever like maybe Bolivia? I'll go in this lake here. Okay, no. We were in Mexico, and we were in Bahia de Oira. Okay. Near Isla Los Patos. Ooh, well, is this water technically? I mean, this is snow, but I guess we'll take it because it's in the Water World map. Lots of snow, but I assume it's some sort of like frozen over lake or frozen over like area. it is just like completely bright and snowy. Like I don't even see like tall mountains. I don't see a road. I've never seen this coverage. Is it ever like really southern Chile coverage? Is it ever Antarctica coverage? I know that there's like a couple of things there. Low-key, I'm gonna go in Antarctica because there's just a ton of snow, and then I will learn where we actually are. All right, so we could have been closer there. We were in Canada, a little bit like in these islands that are north of Quebec and Ontario. The Nunavut Land Claims Agreement, so the Sunny Gilak Inuit owned land. Okay. All right, we have this boat here that has like blue seating in the back, blue and orange, a little bit of like a warmer climate than our last location, which was covered in snow. A lot of like yellow, tan-ish like hills in the back, kind of like a farmland. Farmland? I don't know if that's the right word for that. A little mountainous, a little bit of a wall there. I kind of want to go somewhere like in the Mediterranean, like a Mediterranean country for some reason. I'm gonna go like near Toronto in Italy. I feel like we're here for some reason, but I'm not sure. Okay, so we at least got the right continent, which is better than most of our previous rounds, but we were in Norway, so nowhere near Italy. And we were near Hovensholmen. Okay. Okay, a different boat again. We have very like blue water, which I've never seen water this like blue-green in a while. We have this like boat with like a lot of like blue, red, yellow, black on it. We have this like tall green like forested mountainy thing here. What am I thinking based on the water? I feel like I want to go like Southeast Asia somewhere. Maybe like in the Gulf of Thailand. Okay. So we're in the Philippines, so did not get that womp womp. We were off the coast of Minalahos Island, which is over here. Okay. Well, we got 2.7K, which is worse than our first round, but we're going to keep learning and see if we can improve our water skills. Okay, this is some sort of big city that we're in the waterway of, La Salle Street. Okay. Weston, Windham, River Roast, 312 area code maybe it says. I don't know what that is. River Walk. I feel like this is the US, right? What city are we in? This should probably be obvious. For some reason, I want to go like Chicago, but I feel like I don't know. I feel unsure about that. But for some reason, I want to go in Chicago, so I think I'm going to go for it, and then, we'll just like see how far we are. Oh, okay. Well, maybe my instincts were better than I thought. We actually were in Chicago, so we got 4.987 there. But we were in the Chicago River, of course, near the North La Salle Drive. Okay. Okay, green boat tarp thing equals Romania boat coverage. Somewhere, I don't remember exactly, it was somewhere on the coast. Was it a lake or a river that we were nearby? I feel like it was a little bit more north, like maybe... I'm gonna go in this lake here and we'll see where we are, but I'm pretty sure we're in Romania because of the boat tarp. Okay, we were a little bit further north in the Danube. Okay. We got 4.8 though, which is really good. We'll take that for sure. Okay, we have dark blue water here. I think this is new boat coverage. We see a little bit of like the squished image of the boat in the back, which is kind of funny. A lot of buildings. This feels more like East Asia. So maybe like, I'm trying to see if there's like a language over there, if I can see the license plate. Somewhere, I want to go like Taiwan maybe, like, maybe I'll just go like off the coast a little bit north because it seems like we're in the water, which is a very astute observation since we're playing Waterguesser. I'm gonna go here. Okay, we were in Japan, so wrong country. We were near Takanashima Island in this waterway here. Okay. We got 2.1 though, so not great, but not horrible. Oh, okay, so we have this like sail that says get the something, and it says wireless, so maybe it's some sort of ad. We have a lot of boats, like sailboats, and we have these houses with like red roofs in the back. A lot of shipping containers, maybe near a port of some sort, maybe a stadium over there or something. A lot of sailboats, and I don't know what that character is, but low-key kind of spooky. Huh. We have a little bit of a rip in the sky here, but I feel like I can't apply the same, like, car rip in the sky, like, meta knowledge, like, for Albania and Montenegro to here because it's obviously a different camera because it's on a boat. We have a lot of like more like square buildings, like rectangular, like we can see like these tall ones in the back, which I don't know if that is supposed to indicate a certain area to me, but what country do I even think we're in, or continent even? I have no clue. I feel like I want to go, what is that bridge saying? I'm not sure. I'm feeling... Wow, I'm so lost here. I'm gonna go... in Germany? Maybe? Like I'll find like a river. I feel like this is really, really not a great... No, this is too... It can't be Germany. It can't be... It has to be like some sort of like lake or something, right? It's like too big to be like a river. Maybe I'll just go like here. I feel like this is definitely not it, but we'll see where we are and how close we are. Okay, well, we were in the US in New York, and this was literally in the East River near Rikers Island. Okay. Okay, this one may be more gettable. There's a lot of information. That is the Netherlands flag, I think. We see balloons, a person on a boat, okay. This is a bunch of bikes up there, so definitely feeling okay about Netherlands here. Is this something that we can 5K? Is like one of the canals, like maybe based off this one building? We could scan a lot for a 5K, but I don't know how hard it will be because there are a lot of waterways everywhere. So, low-key, I'm just gonna go where I am, and I think we'll be close by. Okay, so we were in the Netherlands, but we were in the wrong city. We were in Utrecht. But we got 4.8, which is a really, really good score, and we got 17K, which is amazing compared to especially our last couple of rounds. And I think because we had some repeat meta knowledge, like the green tarp boat in Romania, we definitely learned that. And then we got vibes for some of the other places. Like, we got Chicago, which I was really surprised by because I didn't feel confident in guessing Chicago, but I guess it was there. We're going to play this map one more time and see if we can beat our high score of 17K, and then we'll call it a day for water training. Okay. Okay, so we have Cambodia flag here. which if I'm learning from my first round of not being like, oh, the flag of the boat is like, you know, actually where we are, then I will go here. Everything is on stilts, so that does line up with Cambodia. Very, very blue water. I should probably guess near like a little, not the middle of a lake, like someplace with ports if it shows. I don't know if they'll show on the map though. Okay, maybe I'll go near like this village perhaps. Okay, we were in the right country, so we were in Cambodia, so we'll definitely take that. We were near the Mpai Bay, which is an island here off the coast of Cambodia, but still in Cambodia, okay. Ooh, very, very blue water, kind of like a life raft, like inflatable boat situation going on. A little bit gray. Is that a Honda engine? And then we have these rocks, which are white gray color, covered with like green trees around them, and then a little bit of like a rock thing in the middle of the water, but very, very blue water. Half of it seems more like turquoisey and half of it seems more like ocean blue. This could be a lot of places. I am not entirely sure. I kind of want to go like off the coast of Madagascar for some reason. I really have no strong reason for that. I don't think we've had this coverage before, but it looks like a very cool location. I'm gonna go here. Okay, so we were in the Cocos Islands National Park of Costa Rica. So we were very, very far, but we at least got 1 point, and we'll take 1 point over no points. So let's go. Okay, we have a little bit of like a squish boat imagery thing going on here in the back, but that is okay. A lot of rocks in the water, kind of less blue water than our previous round. This one seems more like slate, like gray, kind of gray blue. White rocks in the background, a little bit of dark trees. I don't know what this thing is in the back. It's kind of like, is it a dam or something like that ever? Kind of like a stone gray wall thing, but I don't know what it's for. I kind of want to go like off the coast of Colombia. Like I feel like maybe we're in South America, but I honestly also have no clue. I've never seen this coverage before, but I'm going somewhere warm. Okay. We could have been closer there. We were in Japan, kind of near Miyato Island and Funakoshi Island. Okay. Alright, this is new boat coverage. We have people on a boat. It is a blue boat, but it's more like a kayak kind of boat, than like, you know, like a sailboat or a big boat with like a motor or something like that. We are in water that is more like brown and muddy, and it feels like we're kind of like in a bayou, but not like a bayou, if that makes sense. Green trees, brown water, bayou vibes, but I don't know. Yeah, these plants are not screaming like Louisiana to me. I feel like they're screaming Southeast Asia. Low-key, I'm gonna go off the coast of where we had that one Philippines location a couple of rounds ago, even though I know it's not the same boat, but these leaves just feel very Southeast Asia to me, so I'm gonna go with the Philippines. Okay, not the most horrible of guesses. We were in Malaysia, in this waterway here. Okay. We got 2.1, so we'll definitely take that. We have a little bit of a white boat here, but it's a little bit blurred out. We have some square houses in the back. We have these things here, which I forget what they're called. Blue-green water. Dark green forest in the back. I have, I don't know. Like, this, like, part of the forest seems really weird to me, and, like, it feels very saturated for some reason. Like, if you look over here, it's more like a light green, like a broccoli green, and, like, some olive green colors, and this one is, like, a dark, vibrant forest green, but I think it's just, like, whatever is on the camera is affecting that section of, like, the coverage. I don't know where we are, but I'm gonna go in Japan because I feel like maybe like the shape of the houses makes me think there, but we could also be super, super far, so I do not know. I'm gonna go here. Okay, honestly, I will take that. I'll take that as a dub. We were in Japan, so we were in the right country, but we're a little bit further north, near, what is the city? We were near Hachinohe. Okay. All right, we got 9.3k there, which is not as great as our last run, but still pretty good because we got right country a couple of times, so we'll definitely take that. So that is going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching episode 2 of Avatar the Last Instaplonker training, and this time it was water. If you enjoyed this video, let me know down in the comments. I'll also be linking in the map description if you want to try it out yourself. Thank you so much again for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to Frenchmanilla, and have a great day!